Gunn has talked about the Batman situation and Reeves as well. So I'm gonna pull up a clip of Gunn. I don't know if they're gonna ding me for this one.
James Gunn.
And I'm Dean Laurie, and here are some of our favorite references and Easter eggs.
I'm gonna jump to
the Rotten Tomatoes.
I'm gonna jump to the Batman part here, where he appeared at the on the Creature Commander.
Spoiler.
So I mean, so first look at Batman. Now, me and Carlos, we did our live watch party last week. We got the finale tonight, right?
Yes, sir.
Or tomorrow morning, however you want to look at it.
Yeah, we don't sleep on this podcast.
That was huge. I sleep.
That was huge. The reveal of a Batman animated DCU.
That's definitely not Pattinson.
That's what I said. That's the first thing I said.
Well, so let's get Danny's thoughts. Let me get your thoughts, guys. You got to roll out in a few.
Yeah.
I'm sure you was aware of this appearance. I guess what was the chatter on as far as what you saw from your end? Was it still people saying that could be Pattinson if you squint a little bit, or what do you think?
I heard a lot of people saying that it looks kind of Frank Miller-like because he's so boxy, which led a lot of other Snyder enthusiasts to say, "Oh, that he's just trying to copy Batfleck. That's what he's doing. That looks like Batfleck."
Really, people said that? I didn't see that argument.
Yeah.
Wow.
Of course, that crowd will look for any opportunity at all to bring that into the conversation.
It does kind of look like it.
It looks like a Frank Miller to me.
Right, which the Batfleck was a Frank Miller inspired Batman, so it all kind of ties in.
So it looks like a Batman.
I'm not.
It looks like a Batman. It's you can see like his thigh muscle from here. Like you see that's not Pattinson.
It kind of gave me Brave and the Bold look. You know,
he's Twink Batman.
He is.
So,
it could be very Brave and the Bold Batman. Look at that barrel chest.
Yeah.
Look at that.
We all love
coloring.
a big brolic Batman.
Yeah. For me, it was mainly the belt of it all. Like it reminded me of the
chunky belt.
See the belt?
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't
I
get the
can
go back like
belt.
half a second.
Yeah, you can see the outlet.
When the light hits it.
Yeah.
Yeah, go back.
I don't have that.
Do it better.
Did it pop up? Did it pop up when I did the lightning strike? Right?
Lightning strike. Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, that's Brave and the Bold. Yeah, that's Brave and the Bold.
That's a chunky belt. Yeah. That means he has everything in that utility belt.
Everything, even kryptonite.
Toys, bro.
Definitely got a
snack.
One punch.
He's got a snack.
Shark repellent.
It's a long night.
Condom.
Yes.
You never know.
You gotta be ready.
Tops.
There's some yellow.
Catwoman may flip up there, you know.
Hey, you
or Batgirl, depending on which Batman we're.
No, we don't ship the Batgirl thing. No, we don't ship that.
It happened. We have to make peace with that.
Well,
he kind of forced it.
It was a fever dream.
It was Elseworld, right? It wasn't real.
Sure.
We did not ship the Batgirl Batman thing. No.
It's creepy.
But this definitely Frank Miller vibes, which predates everything here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what we're getting with that, and so definitely not a Pattinson feel, like because just the utility belt alone eliminates Pattinson to me. Like that doesn't even look like
that's like half his torso.
Yeah.
If that.
He picked them britches up really high though.
I'm just saying. But I thought it was a great look. I thought did it was this the full look that we needed? It's like, no, I think the silhouette thing worked. But again, I just didn't get the Pattinson vibes. But so Gunn kind of talks about how he wants to continue, I guess, to use the Batman character, right? Which I found, again, very interesting.
I'm not ready to commit to that. I'm not ready to commit to that. So I am not ready to commit to that. When they first gave it to me, we saw a lot more Batman. And I was saying, I am not ready to commit to that. I'm not ready to commit to that. I'm not ready to commit to that. So I just like more silhouette.
So they had a longer scene. I heard this from other people as well, that it was going to actually show the sequence where Batman swoops down and stops Dr. Phosphorus, which would have been cool, but it would have showed again the full suit. And that's what Gunn was saying. Like, I don't want y'all to really just because we don't know if we really could make that costume, look like that, overall, which is interesting. I don't know why I clicked on that. Michael, what are you talking about, man?
Pervert.
He probably did, had
everything's in the belt.
Lights on before he got to that warehouse.
And Talia's. Don't forget Talia.
Oh yeah.
Talia is kind of like
she at home.
Talia would be like forcing him.
Yeah.
That's like care. I mean that there should be a story about that. Like, I know I understand protecting women and stuff, but like Bruce, he gets mangled by Talia every time. Like he needs help.
He got drugged. That's how they got Damien.
I'm just saying, but no one.
Like an episode of Maury.
It's a man, so no
Jerry
one cares.
Springer, the
is taking advantage of.
coming out.
Hashtag Bat2.
I'm just saying exactly.
Hashtag Bruce2.
Bruce2. I'm just saying. So he talks more again about Batman here. So let's go.
He already exists in this universe. Just like when we come to the Superman movie, we see the Superman already exists. He's already known by the people in Metropolis. And so, he's, we don't need to hear the origin story again.
So again, just jumping into it, just like the Superman thing, right? What did you guys say with that, Danny?
I was good. We don't need another Batman. Or everyone knows. My grandma is 90 years old, and she knows the Batman origin story. Everyone knows. That's like.
I mean, if you don't know Batman's origin story, like I definitely got to give it the side eye real hard.
Like, right? Like, where have you been? You learned that crap on accident. We all know.
You are born knowing that.
Right. We know Peter Parker's, we know Spider-Man's origin, we know Superman's origin, we know Batman's origin. We don't need to see it a bajillionth time. Right. It's unnecessary. Right. That's just wasting time and money. At that point.
Yeah. So I thought it was good. And that's the theme of this DCU world I'm getting is we're just jumping into a living, breathing DC world, which this is an interesting choice because usually we have that this first character that sets up the world, right? Like Man of Steel 2013 was the first, that we knew of. And you try to build out from there. Here is just Superman. That's probably, there's going to be heroes that predate. I'll just go ahead and say it. There's going to be heroes that predated Superman from even before he revealed himself. You're going to see that in other projects where it's going to be like, oh, this is maybe like a JSA thing, right? So I think this is a good choice to jump into, the middle.
I agree.
So let's see. And he's supposed to say something more about Batman here.
That's just a way to introduce that Batman is a part of this universe. He's an important part of this universe, and he has an impact on it, including defeating such pretty dangerous, scary people like Phosphorus, who's pretty tough.
But which Batman is it?
This is the DCU Batman.
That's the best answer.
Are we buying that?
What kind of question is that?
So what we need to do now is we need to, every time we see a casting rumor about Batman, we need to check out their build. That looks like Alan Richardson to me.
That's what I said during the stream. I was like, that's very Alan Richardson-esque when we were watching the live stream.
I mean, he has campaigned pretty hard. This was like months ago. I talked about this. Alan Richardson, Jensen Ackles went for it. I heard that he didn't get it. Then Alan Richardson had like a whole campaign going on, according to people talking about this. I would not be mad at all if Alan Richardson gets this. Like,
I don't think anybody would be mad at that. I mean, and on top of that, we know James Gunn loves the fan cast on social media. He got his decisions based on that. So
it's like Cap. And so with Richardson, that's his close because we had Ben Affleck, right? It's like it's still the travesty. We didn't get his film. Okay, if you want to get close to Batfleck, Richardson has the build. And,
he's massive.
Yeah,
he's a huge person.
And for those who have not seen Reacher, go watch Reacher and then
you're missing out.
Understand why we're saying he needs to be Batman.
Look at him in Ungentlemanly Warfare. He dwarfed Henry Cavill.
Huge.
Yeah, isn't he like 6'6" or something like that? He was also Aquaman in Smallville.
He was
6'4" or higher. Yeah.
And Aquaman, his role as Aquaman in Smallville was his very first acting job. Before that, the only other time The only other time he'd ever been on TV, how he got his start was he was an American Idol reject.
Oh,
he's a talented dude.
So we got to put him in a musical, is what you're saying.
He has a voice.
He's got a voice.
Yeah, he was the one. He tried to like woo Paula Abdul. He like goes up to her, singing, holds her hand, and she's getting all flustered, like. But yeah, after that he got cast as Aquaman
in the Reacher Amazon show. I mean, great.
Yeah, he's done well for himself.
If you want to see him do a musical, just watch one of those Titan episodes. I think there's like a whole musical.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. They wasted him so much in Titans. Oh my goodness, man.
And then blew him up. Like, it was crazy.
Yeah, so you got this powerhouse right here, and y'all just were not using him right. Like
blew him up while he was in bed.
I kind of like.
Well, I think that's when he got the Reacher job. I think he was like, "Get me out of here."
Yeah, he was like weird Hawk and Dove love story that was in the Titans for some weird reason.
Yeah, it was so forced.
So weird.
Titans really upsetted me, but yeah, we'll talk about that another time. They had a chance there because they had the perfect Dick Grayson in Titans. Yeah, that's literally what you want Dick Grayson to be. Nightwing, like
we got our first Wonder Girl. We had Donna Troy.
Was wonderful.
Waited my whole life.
Connor Kent too.
And they killed her.
All the kids were good. All the kids were great in their roles. None of that they were not the issue. With that
writing was the main problem with that story. But yeah, so Gunn's like, it's DCU Batman, right? Because he knows, first of all, James Gunn's a troll, okay? Like y'all gotta understand, this guy's a huge troll. I know someone that I know someone that interviews him, I guess, regularly or has access to that. And like even they like know like this dude, he says stuff on purpose to get reactions out of people.
And he knows it works.
Yeah, it does work because it has people talking.
Exactly. That is the main goal. Marketing, advertising, it is not like it used to be because of social media. People are on social media constantly throughout the day. And all you have to do, I call it just drop a little stomach flu into it, just something to disturb the shits a bit. Get people back and forth talking, and that keeps them relevant. That keeps
you had that you had that Creature Commandos sex scene like a month ago, right? And everyone was like, "Oh my god, like this is the worst thing ever." And it's like Gunn's probably sitting back like they're talking about Creature Commandos, like they're talking of all shows. You know what I mean? All press is good press. I mean, that's one thing I've learned.
I mean,
as long as they're talking, yeah. That's the first rule. First rule of Hollywood. That's it. If you're in the conversation, that's all that matters.
That's what matters. So he goes and explains again, I guess, his plan for Batman. And again, the whole question with this, like, does it sound like Patterson? Does it like? We'll see what he says, right?
Listen, I gotta tell you, I just love Batman. I love him. I've loved him since I was a little kid. He's one of my favorite characters. I've gone on record in the past when I was at Marvel saying my favorite character is Batman. I love him, and we're gonna do great things with him. He's the most popular superhero in the world. And
so the main thing, plans for Batman, right? And I can see where 2 years ago he's like, "Hey, Reeves, like, we really want to make this Batman, work overall." And I think that conversation happened a couple of years ago. Recently, I don't know, like what he's talking about, all these major things they want to do. Reeves has plans for his Batman, so I don't see Gunn like stepping in and taking it. Well, what do y'all think, Carlos? What do you think with that?
No, I agree. I think we're gonna see. He's saying a lot of things to do with Batman. I think it's gonna be more like we know how much he loves his comic books. And one of the cool things we like about him is that he's really deep into the comic book stuff. So I say like a comic book, we're going to see Batman in certain universes, maybe a newspaper clipping or a story being told by a reporter. Oh, I was just at Gotham, and I saw the Batman or something like that. Or maybe like we saw the silhouette in Creature Commandos. We'll see more of that. I think that's how he's going to implement that. And he's going to let Reeves cook. Because, I mean, right now, they need for one, we know WBD needs the money and all that stuff too. That's the long going story. But as well with winning these awards, Colin Farrell, like, why are you going to stop that? Why are you going to bring that in here? Why not just continue where the money's going and keep two things going at the same time? That's how I see it.